Nogales will take care of the middle blocking. We have Santiago, Mondoñedo, Arroyo, De Beer, and Eroa. Atienza and De Los Reyes, middle blockers. The reinforcement, Paula Martinez, Maraguinot as the setter. You also have Kiara Permentilla and Lian de Guzman. Plus, kahit na last 2 days ito, kahit kompleto na yung top 8 natin as Nxled starts with an ace.
Makaharap nila in the quarterfinal. So it's really about choosing the opponent you're comfortable going up against. For Nxled, Paolo Martinez has been nothing but impressive for them.
Well, sabi nga ni Jana earlier at the top of the coverage, doesn't really feel emotional about it, but she wants to play well and try to give her team a win as they exit the Reinforced Conference. Meanwhile, Mondoñedo and Nxled answers back. But is there anyone in particular na you think could try to show out in this match para maganda yung ending nila sa tournament?
Well, Lian de Guzman should get her usual numbers in the on-tour conference. Nxled was very impressive. They were able to get a lot of wins.
Nogales has also played well as a middle blocker for ZUS Coffee. Of course, she's coming from the Best Middle Blocker Award in previous tournament. Santiago scores for ZUS Coffee.
An early combination play for Mondoñedo. One of the rare times na mag-start indicate Santiago for
And for ZUS Coffee, how do you want to approach this game? Of course, minsan kasi pag last game you want to be safe, you want to be, I guess, mas careful sa mga galawan. But if you're ZUS Coffee, how would you approach this game, Neil?
I think it's really about checking how they would bounce back from losses like that. I mean, that straight set loss against the Super Spikers was not expected.
Yeah.
Naging difference, and they really struggled. The defense of the Super Spikers were on point. Kaya kailangan talaga makita nila kung anong adjustment na kailangan.
Players perform. Because after those 26 points by Ana De Beer, yung sumunod sa kanya, si Thea Gagatina with 5. And that is a no-no if you're gonna play tougher matches.
She's a middle blocker, so the fact that you weren't able to get the production from the opposite hitter and the second outside hitter just says a lot about that performance. Now, they're on their way to a bounce-back victory. A good start for ZUS Coffee with a 3-point lead.
Of course, she also had a 37-point outburst in one of their matches. Permentilla's attack was picked up. Arroyo comes up short. Picked up by Gervina. Underhand set by Maraguinot. Doesn't get it for Permentilla. Arroyo picked up by Martinez. Play on. Saved by De Beer. Here comes Chini one more time off the block. A redo for the Thunderbelles. Santiago. Long rally alert here. And good cover by Gervina. But Martinez will just give a send over. Mondoñedo to the middle. And Nogales scores for the Thunderbelles.
Good distribution from Mondoñedo to give the Thunderbelles a 5-point lead. Most of the set on and off. Efficiency in ball control. Hindi umabot sa target zone. So Jaja Maraguinot has been forced to send it over to Kiara Permentilla. But now, she gives that set to Paolo Martinez to get a break point.
Second point for Martinez. For the high-speed hitters, 18 points for the Foxies. So the Thunderbelles, they want to improve, and if they want to get a win, possibly in straight sets or 4 para complete 3 points. De Los Reyes gets a point for the Chameleons.
If Farm Fresh or BLG wins their last game, Paolo Martinez can get that one stop or that quick side out for Nxled. It's really about support in the passing department. But when you have an Ana De Beer swinging like that, also an opportunity for Coach Jerry to give more playing time to his second stringers. You need everybody to be at their best when we get to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, of course, you want to try and rotate and figure out who you can rely on pagdating dun sa mga... And of course, Jovi Fernandez at the opposite. And De Guzman with a response.
Lucille Almonte.
Magi with a setup. Oh, but returned to sender by AC Minor.
That was too tight for Chiara Permantilla.
And this Tibay defensive play of the set. Ready yung mga players si Coach Jerry.
Nandiyan pa si Chai Troncoso, also a backup opposite or outside hitter for Coach Jerry.
Mondoniedo tosses to Arroyo, scores off the block.
Etere.
And Nxled, a 6-0 run for ZUS Coffee. And Coach Guidetti hoping that his team stops the bleeding here. Lumahan, ball slowed down. Mondoniedo goes to Arroyo. Kept alive by the black shirts. Martinez, saved by Ceballos. Minor, no. Maraginot trying to go for the attack. It trickles down to the side of ZUS Coffee. Long rally. Lumahan again. Minor was lost thanks to Mondoniedo. They save it. And that's the point for Ginny Arroyo to take us to set point.
Nxled has been trying to attack the block of Mondoniedo, pero nasasahod.
24-13. And Atienza with an attack error. That is the final point for the first set.
Kasi pag out of system, mas comfortable ang setters to go to the left compared to the right pins.
Yeah.
But I don't know, maybe Nxled also decided to use this conference.
Ended on a high note. Let's see how this turns out, Depeniel.
Thanks, Jana, for that. And great Spanish, by the way. Ganda nung pagkasabi ni Jana, no? Did you take Spanish back then? Hindi. Paula Martinez, for sure, will miss her teammates, and Chameleons will also miss her too. That energy inside the court.
For AC Minor, the locals will be surpassing their output from their previous performance against the Super Spikers.
I think yun yung gusto talaga makita ni Coach Jerry, right? As that one falls to the side of Nxled, the other players outside of Ana De Beer.
They were frustrated against the Super Spikers. Ang tibay nung depensa ng Signal nung araw na yon, not just against the locals, but also against Ana De Beer, kahit na pumunto siya ng 26 points.
And of course, you also have to give credit, as you mentioned, to how well Signal played in that game. They know that they had to rack up some wins to get to the quarterfinals. Back and forth, and it drops for AC Minor. Diba? Na-introduce na nga yung bagong kit ng football team, and we're excited to see the action over at the Phil Sports Arena. Meanwhile, this Tibay defensive play of the set is brought to you by Elastoseal. Celiado reinforcement. Mondoniedo goes back to De Beer. This time it works.
Kaya ang laking advantage na outside hitter yung reinforcement, because pag you go to the left side.
And 10 points na nga si Ana De Beer here, Neil. Just like that, in double digits. This time Arroyo, steady save by De Guzman. Chiara straight to Angeles. Pipe attack from De Beer, picked up again by Lian. Medyo bitin dun for Martinez yung kanyang talon. Checked by De Los Reyes. Back and forth we go. And Arroyo gets it in.
In between Chiara Permantilla and Delorio.
That is the look of a man who is almost an ace. Angeles again with a save. Mondoniedo with a chase. Delerio picks it up. Permantilla doesn't get it. Santiago, no. Another try for the white shirts. This time they go to the middle. Minor was red. Waipa. But not anymore, as Arroyo is racking up points. She has 7 in total.
The second set, mas maganda na yung ball control ng Nxled. This time around, they have to work on their offense as well. ZUS Coffee gets a break point. You also have to get an immediate side out para hindi tumagal sa isang rotation.
Still a close set 2 here. Klo, back sets. That was blocked. And here come the Chameleons, who are only down by 1.
That's the second kill block for the Chameleons. They're playing better defense here in the second set.
Short serve. And Arroyo with a blockbuster.
For Chini Arroyo.
Eventually, an admission on the side of ZUS Coffee na nakakuha ng touch. 1-point game. Good dig by Jervina. Maraginot, the setup to De Guzman. It goes, and we are tied at 14.
Ito yung hinahanap ni Coach Ettore Guidetti. He wants to see the 3 touches connect.
Yeah.
Dito sa Nxled started.
Despite this being a non-bearing game for them, but of course, they don't want to go winless. Sabi nga ni Janet, diba, gusto manggulo pa rin sa qualifying, quarterfinals rather. In terms of positioning, chance now for the white shirts, and Miner drops it in.
From AC Miner.
And that takes us to the second technical timeout. Back-to-back points for ZUS Coffee, one of the top teams in the Reinforced Conference. Talking about ZUS Coffee. Chance for the black shirts. De Guzman had to extend. De Beer goes up. Bent down it goes for Ana De Beer. Mayang Nuwike serves for Nxled. Toss to Ana. Nice save by De Guzman. Permentilla. Eroa keeps it alive, and a point courtesy of Mondoniedo.
Defense wasn't ready for that drop ball. Again, it was obvious that Mondoniedo
Miner scores. Now at the 20-point mark, itong ZUS Coffee. For the first time, the country is hosting the FIFA Women's Futsal World Cup. Sabi ni Coach Ettore, if ayaw niya maglaro, may iba pang players that wanna go in. So let's see if that motivates the Chameleons.
hindi pwedeng half-hearted, sabi ni Coach Ettore Guidetti. They've been committing a lot of unforced errors here in the second set. Aside from errors on the service line ng ZUS Coffee.
And of course, that comes from a good place, what he said, as Permentilla gets a point. Because nangihinayang siya. They were already down by 1 earlier. Natabla pa nila yung laro. Then, falling behind here late in set 2. Down by 4 in set 2. Mondoniedo goes middle to Gagate, picked up by Maraginot. It'll be have to be Jervina to set up the Guzman. Back with Nxled. Jaja back sets. Martinez attack was dug by Santiago. Arroyo goes up and kept alive. Lumahan with a track down, and we play on. Gagate, no. Nxled doing a great job defending. Still on. Walang hulugan. This is a long rally alert. Arroyo. Saradong-sarado ni Jervina in this sequence. Martinez trying to outsmart. This is the longest rally so far of the match, and it ends. Both teams for their efforts in that play, that sequence. Mondoniedo back to Gagate, trying to really set her up and build confidence for her second point off the bench.
It was another good pickup from Jervina
In that loss against Akari. On pace to surpass that one. A huge block
for the Nxled Chameleons. Short ball.
Oh, another one for Thea Gagate. Martinez, soft touch. Play on. Paula again. Steady hands for Chini Arroyo. De Beer dug by Delerio. De Guzman blocked. And that's how we end the second set. How do you like that, says Kate Santiago.
This is also an incomplete lineup pa for the Chameleons.
Correct,
Malaking
correct.
kawalan si EJ Laure because she is one of the main
Correct.
sources of points pagdating sa offense.
As we begin set 3, Tip Tipianco, Neil Flores, Jan Ejido bringing you the match. Napag-usapan natin na yun nga, Nxled in danger of getting their first elimination round performance yet.
There's a change in the setter's position para sa Nxled. Mangulabnan will be setting. Maraginot will be coming off the bench. For ZUS Coffee, Fiola Ceballos will start things off.
1 point ZUS Coffee.
It's a block point for the Thunderbelles. Baliktad naman, no? Kasi sila.
The stat sheets.
Nipis nun, but it was inside
Challenge by Nxled is successful.
just a couple of months ago.
That's 12 points in total for Ana De Beer. Yun din, pag opposite yung reinforcement mo, there are rotations. Ang
First
katapat na
conference natin post-pandemic. By the way, 2022. Nung nag-champion yung Petrogas, 2024 with
Off the hands
Creamline.
for Kate Santiago.
Nagkaabang-abang who will make it to the end of this year's.
There was a block touch.
Yeah, Lian did even score last game against Akari, so you know that she was looking forward to doing better this time around. It's out for De Beer. Back-to-back points for Nxled with the Nxled Chameleons. Picked up. Klo shoots it to Ceballos. Back with the white shirts to the running Minor, and it drops for AC.
Targets a certain zone. That's 10 points in total for AC Minor.
De Beer from the back, and still playable. Angeles wants a clear out to give it to Ceballos na pinadaan lang
Off the hands for Fiola
sa
Ceballos.
blockers. Smart play for Viola. 150 points coming into this game. They will also play later on. Net fall challenge. No. De Guzman. That's in. 10 in set 3. Klo goes to De Beer. And catching Jorvina off guard.
Too strong for Rachel Jorvina. She was in the right position for the pickup. Same goes with ZUS Coffee. 2 players in double digits. Minor with 11. De Beer with 14.
AC. The dive by Jorvina. De Guzman is roofed. Back to Lian. Second try. Still nothing. Eroa with a pickup. And Minor attacks and goes into the stands. A point for ZUS Coffee.
Definitely a steal dun sa rookie draft.
And speaking of steal pa si Nogales.
Yes.
In
Third round pick.
Third round. Paula Martinez with 11 points. Ebon. Arroyo scores the point for ZUS Coffee.
Aabante ulit yung ZUS. Every time they take a step forward, it's like taking 3 steps back when you commit those service errors. Side out there though for Laika Ebon.
Mayang Nuwiken now serving. Mondoniedo to Santiago. Return to sender. De Beer goes up. The dive by De Guzman keeps the ball up, and a point for Permentilla, and we are tied at 15.
9 points for Kiara Permentilla. She has picked up her game here in the third set. the aggressiveness
He
you
had
want.
4 deadlocks in the first set. This is also the 4th deadlock of the game, of the 3rd set rather. Oh, look at Eroa. Didn't have to move. And Santiago scores the point to take us. Arroyo to get us going. Permentilla saved by Chini. Kept alive by the Chameleons. This is gonna be a free ball. And Santiago had the right thing in mind, but just out. 8 points, 2 of those coming from blocks. 4-point lead for the Thunderbelles. High enough for Kate. Oh, and Arroyo and go. Lumahan serves. Flo goes to the middle, and they continue to activate AC. Improving their record to 7 wins and 1 loss. And as you mentioned, Neil,
Enrique and De Guzman, kailangan isali mo talaga si Paula Martinez. Counter-attack.
15 puntos for the Spanish national. Arroyo, slow down. Maggi will go to the middle, but that was way too low for Mayang. 10 points. But they want to extend the match more than anything. Martinez from the back. It's good.
You can use your middles as a decoy. Pwede mo patakbuhin sa slide. Tapos ibigay mo sa pipe for Lian De Guzman as well. You have a lot of options. It's a quick point for ZUS Coffee off the Nogales.
ZUS Coffee up by 3 and are 1 point away from ending this in straight sets. Luman is blocked. And that ends the match.